Hey friends, Wednesday devotional here. This is episode 12, which means we've been doing these Wednesday devotionals for 12 weeks now. And I'm coming to you today with a resource that will help you in your ability to build yourself up in the faith and continue to remind yourself of the goodness of God and the plan of God in your life and in life in general. Something that will sustain you, nourish you on a regular basis. This is an important resource. So a number of years ago, just maybe a year after I became a Christian, I had somebody challenge me to set aside time on a daily basis to read the Bible and to pray. I've shared that with you before. Well, now I want to give you a resource that will help you do that. It's something that I made up, probably 12 or 15 years ago that I still use on a regular basis. And it's an acrostic. So we're talking about a resource that will help you with your times of prayer and Bible reading. So here's the acrostic: pray, P-R-A-Y. And so here's how this works. And it can work for a very short period of time that you're going to use for devotional prayer time or an extended period of time. So here's how the acrostic works. The P stands for praise. So you start out your time praising God. And you can think about different attributes of God, His holiness, His mercy, His justice, His love. Or you can think about His acts, the way He works in our lives. There's plenty of things that you can praise God for, His attributes or His acts. And you spend the first part of your devotional time just praising God, thanking Him, expressing your love and your gratitude for Him. The R stands for read. Now you take time to read the Bible, and I encourage you to systematically do that. And there's so many resources in our world, on the internet and such, that you can use to systematically read through both the Old and the New Testament. And that again depends on how much time you want to spend. So first you start out by praising God for who He is and for what He does in our world. And second, you read the Bible systematically. The A stands for ask. Now is the time to pray, to ask God for things that you want Him to do in your life and in the lives of other people. And this can be big stuff like praying for our world. It can be things like praying for our missionaries, praying for your own individual family, etc. Like there's tons and tons of things that we need to pray for. And this is where you spend time asking God. The last part is a super crucial part. The Y stands for yield. Here is where you and I stop all of our asking, stop all of our praising, and we just yield ourselves to the Lord. A lot of times this comes out of what we've read in the Bible that day, and we just stop and we think about, we meditate on, and we just yield to what the Lord is prompting us and what the Lord is asking of us and how He's challenging us. So again, the P is praise, the R is read, the A is ask, and the Y is yield. Now you could say, as far as a process or a system here, you could say in a 20-minute block, you could spend the first couple of minutes praising, and then maybe 10 minutes reading, and then a few more minutes, like 5-7 minutes reading or asking, and then a few minutes yielding. Or you could stretch that out and say, well, I want to spend an hour with the Lord. And you can divvy that time up accordingly. So it's a great tool, a great resource for you to be able to give some structure and some kind of flow to your time with the Lord, praying and reading the Bible. So I hope that's a benefit to you. Again, it's something that I've used just kind of as a natural thing now over the last number of years. So great stuff, I hope, for you. Now, the last thing I want to say, since this is a Wednesday devotional, is I want to give you kind of a little hint here. Tomorrow at 4:30, I want you to watch for a video because we have a very exciting announcement to make regarding City Point Church's future. So check out that video tomorrow, and then on Friday, our third episode of the Inside Out podcast is being broadcast. And if you haven't got that podcast yet, check it out. It's on Spotify, iTunes, and you'll see it on Facebook as a Facebook post as well. And so the Inside Out podcast this week, we're going to be talking about what's going on in our world right now regarding all of the demonstrations and the riots and all of that that's taking place, and just kind of the oppression that's going on. So got some real serious content in that podcast this week. So hopefully that'll be a blessing to you. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon.